Hidden costs. So this is an article. Yeah, hidden costs. So there are the homeowners association charges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with homeowners fees, you can see them on the MLS and what they are. Most people, I think, realize, that they're going to have that condo fee.
Mm-hmm.
But what can happen with a condo fee is
It's not going to go down.
the board meets and they say, wow, I'd really like if we painted everybody's deck.
It is going up.
Yeah.
Or they do a...
Well, that's probably coming
I'm
up
sorry.
next.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks.
Taking my glasses off now.
Oh, you can. I mean, I can keep spinning. But yes, the next thing is special assessment. So
Special assessment.
with condos, special assessment, they can decide that they will either, put it into the monthly fee and pay it back slowly, or if people are like, I don't want the fee to go up, just give us a special assessment. It's like, okay, everybody's gonna pay $300 so that they have their deck painted.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But if you don't want to get your deck painted, but they say everybody has to get their deck painted, and you get the assessment, and you don't pay it, what do you get then?
Probably in trouble.
You get a judgment.
Yeah.
So other people get to make choices on your life when you're in a condo, which you have to be able to play nice with others.
That's why I can't have a
That
condo.
happened when I was out in Washington, a place that I was working at right behind. There was a condo.
Cowboy?
There was like a.
Leroy?
Unfortunately, not. Would have been way cooler. But the place behind had like a sinkhole in.
What?
So the driveway was starting to cave in, so they had to fill it, and it was also messing with the foundation a little bit. And there was other special assessments they had to do, and people were just like, "We just got to sell now because otherwise we have to pay."
Bajillions
Was it like a
dollars.
Florida
Ridiculous.
sinkhole? It was just a little one.
No, just like a little one. It was
That's
it was on a hill. Like
Yeah.
all of the properties were on a big steep hill, so it was just like natural erosion or something. But
Yeah, there was just, it's probably, 10 years now that they're on the north side. There was a condo association that the way that the units were built, like it was their decks or their...
The water was getting behind the windows and the siding.
Yeah,
It
and
was
so...
rotting. It was rotting the...
Yeah, it was wildly
Side of it.
expensive, and their condo fee went up to like $500 or $600, and I think they had special assessments. And in trying to sell them, as realtors, were like having to figure out what's going on, and then people are like, "Oh, like, I don't know if I want to buy into this." But that association has got much better, and it's also has boat slips, so
nice.
Waterfront.
you can overcome a lot when you buy a lake. So.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
What constitutes as a condo? Like, what kind of building structure? Because, is a townhouse part of a condo association?
You could have a duplex as a condo.
Yeah, it's how it's recorded, and so there's different with whatever the municipality is. Different municipalities have different rules for what would be a condo, or because say you have a duplex in Cottage Grove, and you're like, I want to sell each side. They will let you turn those into half duplexes, and you can sell them. If you try and do that in the city of Madison, they'll say, this has to be a condo. And then when it becomes a condo, you have to have rules and your condo documents, your condo disclosures, special insurance. It's very different.
But
So-
the condo association is just a party of two in that case. It's just...
Too.
Party of two.
So if one side doesn't agree, the other side gets to tell them what to do? Like, how do you dispute?
You have to have a quorum. I guess you have a 50-50 quorum.
You'd probably have to. If it really got done, you'd probably go have an intermediary.
Goes to a duel.
Yes.
But you have your documents, and that goes over what the rules are. I used to manage a condo association where there was 4 units, and there was 2 people that cared a lot, and 1 person that wouldn't participate, and I could never get a quorum because nobody would ever agree, and the 1 person wouldn't vote. So they would be like, we need to do this and we need to do that. And we'd have meetings and we'd talk about it, and then like, okay, let's go for a vote. And I could never get the votes to do anything. So I was like, okay, well, we're not doing nothing. this is great on your budget. So, because one person wants the yard to be mowed by a professional company. The other person wants to save money and buy a lawnmower, and he'll mow it.
Yeah.
But
But then you have to rely on that one person to mow.
yeah. So, and maybe he's not a great mower, or maybe they don't get along, and maybe
The mower breaks.
Who
pays for the gas?
Yeah. Well, that particular place, they ended up letting the guy do the mowing, and they bought the mower, and then he sold his unit, and now they have a mower and nobody that wants to mow.
They have a lawnmower, but no more.
Back to square one, huh?
To square one. Yes, I do not manage that anymore.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's really about how it's recorded.
Yeah, a duplex condo just seems pointless.
Awkward.
It
Yeah.
is. I think they did it because they thought, you know what, we'll make them be condos, and then they'll have rules, and they'll follow those rules. But they don't run themselves like condos, and it's just sort of a mess.
So if you get two people who don't care, or one person who does, and the other person who doesn't,
Right.
it's still just like there. You know,
Yeah.
there's less rules almost, right?
Well, it's like
There can be.
who's going to enforce it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they both care, but they don't agree.
Then they just sue each other.
What if you need a roof?
You get a half
It
a
covers
roof.
both of them.
You
Yeah.
know, we have seen places, actually in some prairie, where there weren't really written rules, and they each had a duplex side, and one side painted theirs purple, and the other side painted it green, and they each did their own different roof colors, and they just met in the middle. It's like, oh,
War of the
that's
Roses.
bad.
I say now, can't the people that build around them be like, hey, won't that affect their property value?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would, but there was no specific rules for it, so they could just do it.
So
Like
can it,
purple.
if you live in a condo, can you have a HOA for your condo and then a HOA for your neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
Two different HOAs?
Yes, you can. Yay. So then you have to do all of the things that are in your condo documents, and then you also have to follow all of the rules of your neighborhood association.
Does your new house have an association?
Sure does. Sure does.
Is he happy about that?
You get some extra stuff that you got to put on because of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a catch-22. I've talked about this before, but I like they make all the houses have to look super cute until it's your turn to make your house look super
It
cute.
costs expensive.
And then you're like, I don't want to pay for all this little
Super
trinkets.
cuteness.
And yeah, like I don't want a front porch, but now I got a front porch. Like,
Do you have like a pretty little mailbox? Are they required to have a certain mailbox?
I'm supposed to have a mailbox. I don't have a mailbox yet. That's one of my things.
But do they
Yeah.
designate what kind of mailbox you have?
Yeah, the HOA does, yes.
It can't be like a giant bass mailbox or
No,
like
it's a very specific mailbox.
Just
And now
plain.
one of my neighbors told me, and I don't believe this is true, but I'm going to say it anyhow because it's juicy. He said it was $700 for this mailbox at the neighborhood once.
Sounds about right.
No way. No
I
way.
have no idea. I'm just want to get fired up.
Well, in either case, doesn't matter. I signed the contract I have with the builders. The builders, it said that they are responsible for putting in the mailbox, which they didn't realize was in the contract, and I had to remind them. So
Client
So
from
I'll put in your mailbox for $700.
wait, no,
I'd do it for $6.
like you have to go buy it. You have to
Okay.
buy a specific.
Okay, I'll do it for $650.
I'm not going to pay a service to have it installed. I'm saying the box itself.
Oh, dang.
Not-
No, I'm saying you could pay me $750 or $650, and I'll put it in for you.
To put in my $700 mailbox, I'm going to be down $1,350.
Yeah,
I'll think about it.
it's a deal. It's on
So-
sale only today, the next hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Another thing that
If you like content like this, consider watching some of these other videos, hitting the subscribe button. If you want to know what your house is currently worth, go to hometeamforyou.com and look at the free evaluation tool.